Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going through some Dream Realm replays of top ranking players in the Vietnam server. As you can tell, we're looking at a screenshot of the damage report into the Skyclops boss today with pretty much maxed out heroes. The Harak ended up dealing 28 billion damage. Phraesto has also contributed a good amount of damage. And it's pretty crazy because people are now hitting close to 80 billion damage in Skyclops, whereas like the top rankers of our servers are hitting around 64 billion without Harak. Now keep in mind we also don't have Mythic plus magic charms yet. That will make a difference. However, Harak definitely is contributing a lot, and for Skyclops definitely he is a new meta. And he might be the new meta for all bosses, so this is really crazy, honestly, how much he's shaking everything up. So let's go ahead and jump right into the replay right now. Okay, so we're going to watch it and try to analyze exactly what's happening. So Mikola is in the frontmost team placement position, which means that if all health is equal of the heroes, they're all at maximum health, Mikola will be selected first for the first devour of the Harak. And so Mikola will be dying first. But that's actually kind of a good thing, because Mikola is the most dispensable hero. You're still going to get the attack buff from her on arena even if she goes down. And we're going to take a look here. So he got some kills on the minions, which allowed him to not have to devour any one of his allies. And he's just getting the kills to reset his Flesh Feast buff, which will mean that he doesn't have to devour his allies. Now things are going to be different when we talk about different Dream Realm bosses where there are no summons to give him that reset of the Flesh Feast. And now he goes for the Smokey in the back. And it must be because Smokey was below 100% health, and so he was the lowest HP ratio, because that is the targeting that we figured out for Harak. And yeah, this is pretty much perfect. The haste buff is going to remain for the Mikola. Harak was able to stack up his growth stacks basically by killing the minions, and also he didn't have to kill too many of his allies along the way as well, and ended up getting a lot of damage. So this is going to be, yeah, look at this, over 74 billion damage, which is pretty crazy. And this is one of the first tests. And we have some more testing here also shared by the same player, so we're going to wait and take a look at that as well. That wasn't a new record. So next up, we're going to look at his replays actually hitting over 81 billion damage with his top performing team. And this was with Talene. This is crazy. If you see the damage chart right there, over almost exactly 82 billion. So again, Mikola in the frontmost position. But now, Talene will only be targeted if her HP ratio is the lowest of all of your allies, which can happen some of the time. But definitely Skyclops is a boss which is catering directly to Harak, giving him the easy stacks of his attack buff from his Mythic Plus by killing the summons. The other bosses will not have that, and then he will begin devouring your own allies, but still he's going to gain the buffs from doing that. Okay, so here looks like he hasn't had to devour any one of his allies yet. We're going to keep taking a look because he will have to soon. And after that burst of the ultimate of Skyclops, probably, yeah, Talene is going to be devoured right there. So, because she was the lowest health ratio, and that is why Talene is going to synergize really well with Harak, because she's not actually going to be eliminated. And she's usually always going to be the lowest health ratio ally on your team to be able to take that from the Harak and not really worry about it, because she can just revive herself and keep casting. And if she goes down, and also the advantage is that whenever he gets that devour, he's gonna take the attack percent buffs from the ally or enemy who he has killed, 60% of their attack. And Talene has a really high attack because she is a pure dedicated damage dealer. So that was insane. 81.7 billion damage in Skyclops. It's pretty crazy. And like, this is what we're going to expect when Harak actually comes. So Harak is going to be a meta Dream Realm hero. So we have another video that we're going to take a look at. Okay, next up we have another replay, and here it is where the player who has around Supreme Plus level heroes, so not as highly invested. And in total, 30.5 billion damage from Harak, and around 15 billion damage from the other three big damage dealers. That is going to be, in total, around 75 billion damage just off of that. Mikola had really low damage because I think she gets eaten early on in this fight, and thankfully, they also show the formation, which is right here. Harak in the back. Usually, this was basically the previous best team, but Lily May has been replaced for Harak in it. And yeah, definitely doing better than Lily May as that damage dealer choice. So Mikola is in the frontmost position, and that is important to note because that means that if all of your heroes have the maximum like 100% HP ratio, then Harak will be devouring the Mikola, who is the frontmost ally. Now, you want him to ideally devour the Talene, but look at that shielding from Talene. That was kind of the problem. It kept her at 100% health, and so Mikola was, they were all at 100% health. Then he has to eat whoever is the frontmost in your team placement in the team formation. That's what we figured out in the previous video where we did all of that testing. And so Talene was basically protected by the shield, which we don't like. We want to, and where is that shield even coming from? I'm kind of confused. But yeah, that's basically going to be the issue with this lineup. And now next up is going to be Talene killed because I guess she dropped below 100% health. And it's just going to be clean up from this point on. Okay, so that is basically the performance of Harak so far in Dream Realm. Team comps have not been optimized, but definitely that 81, almost 82 billion team we showed earlier, that is probably looking like one of the best, that's the best score I've seen so far for anyone who's done testing in the Vietnam server. Okay. And that is just going to be 76.5 billion damage with this team, which is crazy because it's just basically Supreme plus heroes. And this is also going to be like, so the thing is though, Phraesto is being used in these teams as well. Talene is being used in these teams as well. So don't feel bad if you've already built up Phraesto, if you've already built up Talene. Definitely, they're also going to be useful, and I think probably most of the bosses. However, maybe like those, it actually seems like Lily May is actually going to be phased out a bit, and maybe Lily May is going to be the one replaced by Harak in a lot of these teams. Again, Mikola, Smokey, you want both of them, and especially Mikola does so well with Harak because she can be fodder for Harak. Like even if he eats her, it doesn't really matter because you still have the attack buff from Honor Arena, and so she's one of the preferred targets. Of course, Phraesto's Illusion or Talene are the ultimate, like the top priorities you would want to be eaten, but Mikola is not a bad option. And Smokey, you cannot replace Smokey in Endless Dream of bosses. He has the buffs for your team, the healing for your team, for Talene, and then also he has the massive damage. So basically, Dream Realm is going to become more optimized. Harak is going to be a must pull because not only I think he's going to be pretty crazy for PvP, but he is definitely really strong for Dream Realm already. So yeah, so basically my advice right now, and what I'm probably going to plan to do for my account, because like right now I have enough to get Supreme Talene, but then after that I think rather than taking her to Supreme Plus, I'm just going to go for Harak. And take Harak up to Supreme Plus. Because Harak will need Supreme Plus, it is a really important ability to give him 700 energy back each time he casts his ultimate to begin cycling them. Without that, he is going to be a lot less effective. So Harak is going to need Supreme Plus. And also he's a pure damage dealer. You're going to want as high stats and stats from Ascension. So he's going to be my next priority. But basically, don't feel pressure. You can gradually get him over time. That's what I'm going to do as well. From guild coins, from stellar crystals, eventually we will get them. But what I would recommend now is that I would stay away from Scarlita and go directly for, I still think, as of right now, we don't know yet, but it seems like Phraesto is still going to be a top option. But then after Phraesto, it can be Talene and Harak, and probably Harak before Talene. Potentially Harak could even move before. Potentially Rainier could even be replaced. We have things are gonna be really shaken up because of Harak. He's basically like Lily May. As a damage dealer, he's gonna be good in PvP and he's gonna be good in Dream Realm. And there's a lot of heroes are not like that. Like a lot of heroes are really good in Dream Realm and maybe good in PvP, but not like top tier. Lily May is top tier in both, right? And Harak, I feel like, is going to do that as well. So he's honestly become crazy. And it's all because of the final line of his ultimate ability, causing the enemy to take HP per second damage. Without that, in endless bosses, he would be lacking. Even though he has some crazy damage multipliers on his ultimate, it is all that HP per second damage. That is so essential for Dream Realm damage dealers. But he has it, and so he's going to be a must pull. So anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And thanks for watching. If we get any more information on Harak, I'll let you guys know. But let me know what you think about him. And yeah, I guess you begin saving up. And that is my advice. Because like the thing is, if you're gonna, like, for example, I'm not going to be like spending on stellar crystals. I don't recommend it because it gets really expensive to do that. And just by playing the game over time, within maybe 3 to 4 months, you can get a hero up to Mythic Plus or above that. And yeah, so just play the long game and basically be patient, and eventually you'll get these heroes. But basically stay away from Scarlita for right now because she's a purely PvP hero. And now there are a lot of meta Dream Realm heroes which are basically making it not really possible to build Scarlita, and definitely not the other PvP heroes like Diamond and stuff. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. That's going to be it for this one. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now, and thank you for watching.